crypto. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Oh, Titan X down today and Pulsechain ripping. There's always a pump somewhere and always a dump somewhere else. Hello, Mr. K. Titan X, rocket, rocket, rocket. Absolutely. The time is coming. Interesting theories out there that this is this is what Jake's been waiting for. He's been waiting for some more capitulation. I think there's a whale in Titan X ecosystem and selling out in $10,000 clips, priced back down to 18 or $180 per billion. Surprise, yeah, surprised to see us get back down there again. But what are we going to dig into tonight? We're going to have a look at what's going on with the game that I've built for the Taurus ecosystem, Taurus Titans. We're going to have a look at what's going on with Blaze. We're also going to have a dig into, obviously, the title of the stream tonight is Titan X on Pulsechain. Just want to make people more aware of what is actually happening. There is a bit of a plan. People have been working in the background, bridging over Titan X coins for months now. Different people with different goals, different plans, and people using their favorite sort of build on Titan X coins to create the liquidity pools, remove some liquidity from Ethereum, put it over on the Pulsechain, pair with coins over on Pulsechain that can potentially help pull up. So we'll even maybe be even able to have a look at, it was pretty difficult to say that, some of the potential arbitrage plays that are out there. Now, at the minute, some of the liquidity pools for the Titan X coins on Pulsechain are still pretty small, but there is arbitrage there. And as any of these prices start to go up, they put up the value of the liquidity pools, and these arbitration moves can get bigger, juicier, and more interesting. So let's have a first look at, in fact, we'll quickly take a look at just the Utah crypto. Yo. Well, how's it going, man? Good to see you here. Yeah, first quick look at what's going on with Taurus Titans. We'll look at the Taurus DApp first. Taurus. Actually, pull it up on. Enter the DApp. All right, let's share the screen. We want to have a quick look at the stats because Taurus is still killing it. Cryptographics working hard every day. So we're planning. I'm planning a big time too to up the market on the channel here as well, to turn up a hell of a lot more. We have fought through the bear market, and the glory days are beginning. So what's going on in Taurus stats? Taurus stats. Really interesting to see just today's payout. This is sustaining somewhere around this sort of $1 million mark. Absolutely insane. Duke's the Great. Yo. We'll take a quick look at Titan X Utils. They pushed some updates. I haven't even had a chance to look at them yet. So we'll have a look. If you can drop the link in the comments, Dukes, we'll be able to pull it up and get a quick look at it. Taurus payout today. We're on the day 20. Wow. Geez, time flies. 3 weeks of Taurus already. 30% staked. That's a nice number. That's a nice number of Taurus staked. And then 48% in the LP. Where's the BAM burn figures? The burn figures, or what I'm really interested in. The BAM burn, the BAM build, and the fractal. It's just nice to see another protocol in the Titan X ecosystem building up this nice reserve. Cryptographics has got this cryptographics has got this BAM burn set up pretty well, that they can kind of, ratio it up and down from 1 to 10% per day. So, but it's nice having, that 120k of ETH and 200k of Titan X. before anything even starting to pump. That's even sitting there, 200 grand's worth of Titan X, a trillion, not a trillion, 1,000 billion sitting there. Yeah, trillion Titan X sitting before there's any pumps at all, even after a pullback sitting at 200K. Again, the figures are insane. 75K, another 140K, and then it's fractal. Again, another 49K and another 100K. That is a lot of freaking firepower sitting behind this thing. Oh, a lot of firepower. So yeah, if you have, I didn't go crazy on lumping in. It's the kind of thing where even investing moderately, if it performs half as well as it could, you could get a nice little return at it. So I'm excited that I'm in. Same thing for this as with Ouroboros. The Ouroboros vests are looking like one of the best plays in Titan X yet. So many people, so much of it getting forfeited, and these vests are like the only supply that's out there. So Taurus looking shit hot. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing with Taurus Titans on? We'll go to Titan X Hub. Bear with me a second. We'll come to Titan X Utils here shortly. Jukes. Yeah, we'll come to Titan X Utils shortly. Let's see. So Trade Brawl. I'm surprised that I'm honestly surprised at the lack of participation in this so far, given the way the prize pool's going. We're up to, okay, what have we got? We've got a real simple trading game that's being played on Pulsechain, but you can enter it on Ethereum. And it's all the project that I built, Trade Brawl. It's really easy to play fantasy league trading game. And we're using Taurus as the prize pool. So to enter, you put in 0.025 ETH, about $100 into the smart contract or the safe wallet. And from there, we will use that ETH to max create Taurus. From there, then you will get airdropped your NFT to compete against all the other participants. Now, we got one participant come in during the stream last night. In fairness, that's the only other person that's come in. We've only got 6 of 200 registrations. So there's only 6. There's only 6 people have put $100 into this thing so far. But this is the kicker. The prize pool's potentially already at night. Bear in mind, Max Creations earn Taurus every single day. So this $100 after 8 days is showing like a 13x just after 8 days. That's only one $100 entry. Now, the people who pay to enter are going to be the people that get to compete to win this prize pool. So even if nobody else comes in, the 6 of us that have put our money in will be competing against each other for a really, really juicy prize pool. So if you haven't been paying attention, you can go to titanxhub.com, click through. If you go to the projects page, if you just click this nice box, shout out to Mike Dean for building this for us, click in here and go down. You can click into the how to play guide, and it'll just give you an insight as to how to join and what the story is. Very, very simple, a lot of fun. And later in the stream, we'll dig into the game a little bit and have a look at, I've got a test game running at the minute just to show people how it goes. So we'll dig into that as well. See, I've got Rich here just turned up to come and have a little chat with us. So I will remove this and bring Rich up. Rich, how's it going?
Hey, it's going okay. How you guys?
Yeah, all good, all good. So what do you want to talk about? I've got a couple of questions, but what do you want to talk about? Anything you want to bring up?
No, not right now. I'm kind of distracted. I'm driving again.
So, question tonight's stream is about, I want to touch on what's going on with the build on Titan X coins over on Pulsechain. I bridged over maybe 10, 15 different coins, created about 10, 15 different liquidity pools with between certain coins on Pulsechain and ones that had bridged over, Titan X coins that are bridged over. But you um, had put in a hell of a lot more work than I had to creating all these different liquidity pools over on Pulsechain. You want to give us a bit of a heads up of what you actually did over there and what was the thinking behind it?
Yeah, so that was something kind of. I had been wanting to get back to Pulsechain for some time. I had been watching from afar and in Titan X since day one. So obviously, it's always been Pulsechain has always been mentioned. It's always there. So I said, you know what? Sooner or later, I want to get some more of my capital exposure over there. I said, you know what? Why don't just move the Titan X tokens over there and pair them with other tokens that I have? So if I get impermanent loss, well, both of them's my tokens. I don't care, So you can do certain things that seem smart in my mind to do with the Titan X tokens. I haven't lost any passion for Titan X. It's just I thought, it makes a lot of sense just to get exposure to another market. Um, yeah, it's the main driver. Um, Peter, of course, and Chiz, they were talking about Eros, the plan with Eros. I didn't have any Eros tokens left, so I didn't have any skin in the game for that. So I'm sort of interested in that, but it's more or less bringing the build on Titan X tokens over to Pulsechain, using my own liquidity, pairing them together. If they just sit in your wallet on Pulsechain, they're not doing anything. They need to be in an LP where someone can buy it. Anyway, that was kind of the vision I had for what I did.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for. So I jumped in as well and did start bridging. Like I said, did start bridging coins over. Didn't go crazy, but I started off with about 3 grand's worth of coins bridged over and stuck most of them into different liquidity pairs. But actually, the value's going up nicely. I haven't even checked about any of the fees or anything like that. Haven't really looked at any of it. But it's catching on. There's more and more coming over. I see even I want to bring this up actually. Bring this back up. Morpheus, Bridge Morph, they've now created. So enter the matrix. This is on their site. Morpheus.win. Brandon has now got this Bridge Morpheus link right in the DApp. I just bring it straight to the Pulsechain bridge. This thing's giving me nightmares, man.
What's really neat to think about is that's 2 founders in 2 days have
Who else?
decided to bridge Titan X tokens over to Pulsechain.
Who else?
That was Bad Sports this morning and Morpheus yesterday.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been saying it for months that we're going to actually. I still haven't even got around to bothering. But yeah, we've got decent sized liquidity pool or decent amount of Inferno, to bridge over to Pulsechain and create the Inferno. Start creating the Inferno purge over there as well. I suppose now is the time to get it done. Could have been getting pulled up by some of the price pumps. I wonder if so. Yeah, the narrative's taken off. The bridge to Pulsechain narrative is taken off. Morpheus are behind it. As you say, Bad Sports mentioned. I think it looks like they're going to start creating a load of flux pairs over there. Inferno will be there. I bought a shit ton of the good old Titan Bitcoin. That's one of my sneaky faves in the that's not to build on Titan X coin. I've bridged quite a lot of that over there. It's paired with Wrap Bitcoin, Pulse Wrap Bitcoin, and Ascendant is over there already. I've made 3 different liquidity pools with Ascendant over on Pulsechain. So, but you know yourself, they're all there. Maybe the teams aren't there, but the coins are all there.
And that's what I thought we could do. Us doing the little small step, open people's eyes to, I can't afford to fund the entire liquidity across all build on Titan X protocols. That's ridiculous. But what I did is just made a small pair, and then where I had liquidity, I had obviously bigger pairs there. And then now I've since moved on to something different. I'm kind of just I've launched smoke tokens, so now I'm pairing up these tokens I had accumulated with my own token because, again, why sit in your wallet by themselves? They're not gonna get bought that way.
Yep. I want to actually pull up and look at. I have a couple of the liquidity pools just to see if there is like I noticed today that the dump. Here's the thing: the dump and Titan on Ethereum there was an arbitrage there for a while today. I don't know if it's still there or not. Let's have a look.
That was a pretty good, decent little washout.
Yep.
Last few days, actually.
We're looking at the Blaze chart on stream last night, man. We had an awesome 30% pump on Blaze day one. Just during the stream last night, we pumped 30% during the stream last night. But today we had there's the sneaky seller kicking about the auctions still in pesterness. But that this drop here, this 10% drop, is just being pulled down by Titan today. So let's see. Yeah, look, Titan price on Pulsechain, 602, and Titan price on Ethereum, 6018. So there's a price difference there. I mean, there's not enough liquidity for anybody to go making a fortune off it. But as I say, as the more catches on, these pools get a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. These arbitrage players are going to become a hell of a lot juicier.
Yes, and they actually have ARB bots working across the chains. I think they're being assisted by humans, but there is definitely some balancing across the protocols.
What does this look like? Is it TA perspective? uh,
The spring's getting coiled.
See Utah. You see Utah in a few chats today, telling people not hold the line, but telling people to chill the fuck out. This is all okay. Like, come on, man! It's the fucking bull market. We shouldn't even be having to endure these stupid 10% dips. We should be. What if we've gone down in the last couple of days, in the last week?
I guess that's one side benefit to having a job is that you're not able to get caught up in these emotional swings during the day.
30% down in the last, whatever that may be, week and a half, something like that. Meanwhile, Pulsex up 18% on the day, Pulse up 13% in the day. What else is kicking off over on Pulsechain? Good to see Solid X actually getting back up. It's hovered around, it's tapped this $12 mark. I don't even know how many times it's popped up around that $12 mark. By the time this thing started ripping back up to,
Will they ever go up together? Pulsechain and Ethereum, or
how many times I build my positions and kind of just stick to them, let ride them, waiting for this time to come. But yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen one go up, reverse the other way, reverse the other way. I probably should have been swing trading them, but I'm happy where I'm at, and I'll just start riding the wave now, and then start DCN out in a few months' time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be nice if it would be lovely to see if everything's just starting to rip up together.
I actually do think we'll get there if we'll ever get a unified bull run start. I mean, it just seems like every time we get one going, I don't know if I'll start.
Yeah, Tink taking a hammer today as well.
I just don't understand that type of coin, Tink or Ink, to both of them, to be honest.
Shit. I'm just trying to find Pulse Wrap Bitcoin. I want to see what it's doing today. Sand. It's still in the green today. Not a lot of volume. But yeah, it's worth noting as well. Trader Lee and Sal have got a few things in the pipeline, it seems. A little bit of dealings in the background has enabled them to take a bit more control back from Accelerate of Ascendant, and I think they're. I was happy to help them see a little bit of a deal just to get them, um, get those guys back in motion as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean it is good, nice to see that I'm starting to see founders coming back and supporting their projects. It looks like we're warming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, Sal and Lee seem to the pass a few different things my way to look at and sort of get not just me but other people as well to kind of gauge a few feelers. You've got things cooking in the background. We've got things cooking in the background for Blaze and Inferno. So yeah, there's a lot coming soon.
Hmm.
What is the story with Smoke at the minute? Um, Smoke.
I'm
I
just
see. Let me tell you this. Let me say something. I sometimes, man, I listen to you talk about Smoke, and I think you talk like everybody knows what's going on.
yeah,
So
I'm not a promoter. I
yeah,
don't pretend to be a marketer, and really not. Um, I guess what I'm trying to do with Smoke is I'm coming up with some ideas that I want to implement with it. And then once I get it to a point where it seems like it's sort of self-sustaining, it's a meme coin, and I want it to be self-sustaining. Because I got other projects that I'm actually currently working on that I need to start focusing on. And this smoke token has actually taken more of my time than I was willing to give. In
yeah.
fact, taken more of my money than I was willing to spend. But it's still in all. It's kind of fun, and I am trying to have fun with it, and I'm trying to create a sort of a. I'm coming up with a smoke lounge
What's
concept.
the website?
Hmm?
What's the
Little
website?
little blunt dot win.
Lilblunt.win stats. Right, so that's what's cool. Okay, so I just want to give a little bit of a heads up so people know what the you so you released the original smoke token. It was launched on base and
Correct.
it was a tax token
Right, a tax and reflections token,
and
built on Uranus
that was a
rings.
that was a cap supply.
This cap supply, correct. We
Okay,
had
what
a
is the tax?
133 billion was minted in an 8 day span.
Okay, and what is the taxes on it? What way do the taxes work?
The tax is 3%, and it's got I think not think it's got H420 buy and burn in there. It has a marketing which goes to the team to help manage the Telegram. It's peanuts. It's really is dust. It's small percentage. But anyway, it's 3% total tax and 8% total reflections on that token. So it's a grand total of 11% to buy and sell and
Okay,
transfer.
well, wait, what's the reflections?
8%.
But what are they?
What do you mean?
What do you get? What's the reflections you
You
get?
get the reflections are always the token that you have. So it's the
Oh, okay.
smoke token. Yeah,
All right. Okay.
and also
So,
yeah. So the idea there is that that's a limited supply, the smoke token, um, original launch, and so the OmniChain token, which has the mint, is the only way to bring that tax token into a non-tax environment.
okay, let's not
So
let's
you
not
create
let's
an
not go. Let me finish the
okay,
first bit
okay,
here.
yeah,
So the fact that it's got a tax on it, and so if you just hold the coin, every time somebody buys or sells, you as a holder earn more tokens by not doing anything. Is that right?
that's correct.
Okay. So that to me is nice and simple. Now you call that the OG smoke token. It has a cap supply. It's a tax token. There's no more coming out. It's all the supply of that is on base. Is it?
That's correct.
Okay. So then once you got that done, you went ahead and launched an OFT version of Smoke Omni fungible token version. Yeah.
That's correct.
And anybody that has the OG Smoke can come along and mint that 1-to-1. Yeah.
That's correct.
and then that can go everywhere on every chain, and because it's an omni chain token, there's no more taxes on it.
That's correct. Also,
Okay. Now, where is all this? Because the interesting thing about smoke is the supply. There, you over time seem to have got hold of most of the supply, a lot of the supply, sorry, and put it into pretty thick liquidity pools for the amount of holders that it has.
yeah. So that's not exactly the way it is. So let's say it this way: when I minted on day one back in April, I minted 25 billion of Titan X worth, and I got one for one on that day of smoke for that. And so I expected more participation, but since I didn't get it, I became 25 billion out of 133 billion.
Okay,
So what is that? I don't even know the percentage. 17%, something like that.
something like that.
Whatever it is, I became that big of a holder of it, and I've never sold the first token yet. So what I decided to do is, heck, I said, I don't care. I'm just 17, 20%. I'm not the most of this token. So there's a lot of other supply that's people don't want to sell it because they're earning reflections on it. So if you actually went to the site, the original site, 28 Uranus.win, you'll see that like 25 billion in reflections has already been given to the holders, and it was only 133 billion minted.
Holy shit! Gee, that's a lot, doesn't it?
It is because a lot of that was um, amplified because of the OFT version. So when all the tokens, OG tokens, go through the OFT mint, it sends all of those OG tokens to the H420 buy and burn,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll slowly burn H420. It'll add to that LP, but it'll burn H420. So this became a utility token of a meme token.
All right. So where is, and now at the minute, where do you, as the guy that found it, where do you see a potential opportunity? Is it buying the OG smoke? Is it buying the Omni chain version? On which chain, and where do you think there might be opportunity?
I think if a person can find a calculator, they can figure out the price of the OG smoke and see if it's cheaper to buy it there and mint it one for one to bring it to OFT. And a lot of times it is. And that tells you the ROI right there. Today it's not, it's 4%.
4%.
So, but there are days it is.
Instant smoke
I mean, I've
conversion.
seen 15, 20% there just by minting and bringing it over.
Do you get hit for the tax when you mint?
You do not. In fact, the person leaving OG Smoke, they get their full token balance amount minted on the other side.
Nice.
They don't lose anything.
Okay. So if you come to this dashboard, little blunt dot win any day, and you can literally go and buy OG smoke. Well, I have some already. So maybe if you buy it, you're going to be getting hit for 10% reflection. So you kind of need this
You
10%.
will. You
You
will.
need
So you have to factor
it.
that in. But sometimes that's still profitable.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Like, there's so much going on. It's difficult to see things, but we speak every day, and yeah, like we speak not every day, but a lot of days we speak and message and stuff, and I still forget or don't even realize to go and check this out every day because there's just so much going on. But some of the ways you've got this set up, um, there is again little ways to even make money just by participating, and I think there is great potential behind this coin and the meme once we start or you start getting some more holders behind it.
Yeah, I think so. I think in this story, sort of similar for a lot of tokens in Titan X. If you've got a cap supply token for one, you can work with that. You can figure out some neat things to do to make it scarce and appealing. So that's actually all I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to create a fun meme token that you could create a lot of fun memes about and then joke around with in Twitter and X, whatever. But then also there's opportunity here. If you go to the rings, this is all the LPs where you can find them. The stats are pretty cool. They break down pretty evenly. across all the chains.
You see, this is the thing that really there's for the amount of holders, the and the way this is set up. This is I haven't really seen anything like this before. Maybe I can't. It's hard to put it into. Can I explain it? Just where the opportunity lies. But these liquidity pools are they're pretty damn big for market cap and the amount of holders that you have.
Yeah, yeah, I got quite a bit invested.
To say the least. All right, okay. Um,
I
so
think
yes,
the smoke lounge that I'm planning to add to this will be the next thing to make this probably full circle is, and what it will be. What I'm looking at there is I like the idea that you came up with the Taurus brawl, and I was already in Taurus, and I'm looking at this thing, and I'm saying, wow, I created an LP with smoke and Taurus right away, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna put those tokens for stake instead of LP, and I'll come back and add to it later. So my thoughts are is um, I'm gonna do a creation on Taurus for 88 days for 10 billion Titan X, and then I'm gonna just let it whatever it is. That will be my buy and burn token when it comes out.
oh, that's nice. That is a great idea.
I
Um,
spoke to the dev this morning about it. He said, "Yeah, sure."
yeah.
So
All right, sweet. So look, uh, a lot of people haven't been paying much attention to smoke. You can see how much effort is went into it here. There's a lot of factors. Worth definitely worth having a look. And yeah, Lil Blunt dot win. You can go here, see all the liquidity pools. Where's the contract addresses?
at the bottom.
All the contract addresses and the different chains.
Yeah, interesting. I'm sorry, that's an interesting point. The Omni chain token has the same address across all EVM chains. The Pulse chain would be different, and the OG Smoke would be different.
Yeah, I know, man. Even I was trying to figure that out at the start. I was trying to arbitrage one of the days was when I think the day I think a couple of days the after the mint, I was trying to arbitrage because I seen there was a discrepancy there. But I don't think I factored in the 11% tax.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? Where did my profit go? So yeah,
So I mean, the thought is that eventually this meme token with no tax will run up in price, and it will create such a dynamic that the price of the OFT will be maybe 100% more in value, worth more. And so somebody can go to the OG Smoke and buy it and mint across. Now that won't last long, but it'll be there for a little while until someone grabs it. And so that will keep both prices balanced. Because also another point here, once you go through the mint, you can't bring those tokens back.
yeah,
That's it.
okay.
So that creates an interesting supply dynamic for the OFT version. I mean, if you look at the stats there on the top of that page, it, it shows the balance of the OFT a lot less than yeah,
We're
right there. That's the amount that's been migrated. Scroll up just a little. There's 20 billion more because we put 10 billion in each LP, and then I locked that for 10 years. I put my own X28 money up with that LP and formed it and locked it for 10 years on both Base and ETH and Binance.
Oh yeah, good work, good work. You're definitely got skin in the game in this token.
Absolutely. That's what I want people to see.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll come back and look at this again in another few weeks. All right, future word. I'm having the hardest time getting someone to take a look at my protocol idea. I really think the Titan X Eco missed a few gems discovered during the experiments last year. Future forward. I mean, what's I don't even know what my name is. Actual name is. Ping me a message in Telegram. I hope you're on Telegram. If you're in there, if you um yeah, I'm in Blaze chat, Inferno chat, Ascendant chat, Awesome X chat. I mean, if you're on Telegram, you'll find it pretty easy to find me. If you ping me a DM, I can certainly have a look at that. I know a lot of people that are building at the minute. I know a lot of people that are working on things that can potentially help the projects, looking at new things as well. So yeah, if you ping it over, I can certainly have a look at it for you. I don't know whether you if you're wanting to actually build it or you just want to see if there's, maybe if the idea can be taken by somebody and run with it. So yeah, ping me a DM. We're just going to have a look at Taurus Titans and see. Oh, it's future forward. Thanks, man. Good info. All right, lovely. Yeah, ping me a message for sure, and I'll get a look at it. Interesting. Maybe it's going to be some real awesome idea we can build on top of Blaze. What do you think of that, Utah? Hopefully, in the next week or so, we can have some announcements. Obviously, the Blaze takeover is still very, very fresh. We're sort of collating all the ideas, getting the positions, seeing exactly where we are with everything, and then starting to decide what the best way to move forward is. So many builders, me included, have had ideas that haven't that have been half built, half done, and now hopefully the time is to start pulling some of these triggers to help the protocols that we're all involved in. What have we got? What have we got?
So have you thought some more about I guess coming up with this deck screener token list that we can. I think people need to start seeing how they can visualize to go to the chart that they're trading on Pulse Wars or Taurus Brawl and see some of the charts that they're going to be choosing for tokens.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, remember you said that yesterday. Okay, so first of all, on that, let me just run quickly through what's going on here. So anybody can come along to anybody wants to participate. If you've been paying attention to Taurus, we have created a game that takes in Ethereum and uses the Ethereum to max create Taurus. Now, the entries end on Sunday during the weekly Tight Neck spaces. We have 6 people out of a maximum 200 registered. And whatever that is, 6 times 0.275 ETH has come in so far. That has managed to only about $600 of Ethereum has already created over a $5,000 prize pool in Taurus. That can change dramatically, but it's going to earn Taurus for the prize pool for the next 88 days. Anybody else that comes in and registers will add into this prize pool, and then all the players will compete in Trade Brawl to compete against each other in Trade Brawl for their share of that prize pool. Me and you are in, Rich, and even if that just runs as it is for 88 days and there's only 10 of us in it, the 10 of us could all get a really, really nice, healthy return out of it.
I think it'd be amazing. I mean, it's definitely going to be worth more than the Pulse that I won the last season.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you come and you enter and send your Ethereum, go to TitanX Hub. The link at the top, how to play on TitanX Hub. You can go and find the address to send your Ethereum to. You'll get airdropped an NFT over on Pulsechain, and in about 6 weeks' time, we will kick off the game. This is the DApp that you will play the game in. So I run through a lot of stuff on the stream last night. These were all in what we call pre-game yesterday. I made all my coin selections yesterday, but see, it's just you're talking about about the coins you can trade. If we get a bit of an idea of, I need to sell one of these, don't I, to be able to trade back out. Pulse. Let's sell all the EHEX. No, sell all the ink. We're talking about you don't really understand. Get
Yeah.
ink. We'll sell all the ink. So I'll quickly actually look at the leaderboard. Whenever you have your NFT, you will have selected. You'll have been given 10,000 fake die, and you can place that across four different coins. So these were I made my selections last night. So all the portfolios in the game except one. One's took a real bad hit. What was this one? I think that's actually yeah no that's I added in a few demo ones from the old game as well. Well, look at mine. Look at mine. Uh, So this portfolio is was yeah was claimed yesterday. That's the one I sold some of the wrap pulse and went heavier into EHEX, but it's up. I mean that's not bad. Up 10% on the daily. So you just manage in the game over 4 weeks. You'll manage your little portfolio of four coins, and we're going to say we'll go in here. We'll sell all this ink. Sell all the ink.
Did you do any updates to the token list, like the tokens used, or?
No, I haven't even had a chance yet. So I'm going to sell this so I can have a look at the 20 coin list, the 20 coins that are in it, um, at the minute. But we will be able to add in Titan coins to it now, where we couldn't before. We'll be able to add Titan coins in for the citizens.
When you add in the Titan coins, will it be tracking the Ethereum charts? Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so I mean, this is at the minute as it sits. These are the 20 Pulsechain coins that are in it. Titan is in the game in one of the other types of NFTs, but we're just simplifying it for everybody to play it. So it's just this one coin list. I mean, what would I pick? What would you go heavier in? In fact, if I look at look at building this EHEX, Pulsex done pretty good today. Maybe stick it in.
Bear and P-Dye were my two stars.
I have picked. I know, yeah, in the last series,
Yeah.
P-Dye. But I think in a couple of other portfolios that I have in this little demo game, I don't think I have EHEX picked or no PHEX. So I'm gonna actually sell all my 3,000 die and buy PHEX for this.
You know, EHEX is still 1/4 the value of PHEX.
It's almost a fifth the value today.
I think there's opportunity right there. I'm fixing to get some.
Yeah. I scooped up. I think I scooped up about $300 worth a couple of weeks ago, and it's already been a pretty damn good buy. I seen Goo God posted in a Telegram group. He said posted the EHEX chart, and said something along the lines, if you might want to take a look at this, you might want to buy. And I'd commented saying, every now and again you see a tweet like this and you go, I should buy that, and yourself you should at the time, and then you see it again and about 3 weeks later and you go, fuck, I really should have bought that. And at the time I was going like, yeah, I commented saying, yeah, I'm not letting this one slide. That's opportunity right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so rank 3 at the minute. The portfolio value, I've already used my trades for this round, and I'm sitting nice and heavy in EHEX and PHEX here now. So we'll see how that goes. Crypto awesome reposted this stream. Good to see you, man. Hope everything's doing well. Tank Will, super bullish, awesome stuff. All right, so yeah, that's a fairly easy, demo of how to make trades in the game. Last night we went through how to pick your portfolio. You're only going to get to do one trade like that per round, so you'll be able to think of as we get closer to the game launching, and it will dig deep into all this stuff. But it is super easy to play. But there's a few little nuances that it's good to know about, like being able to go all in on something that's performing really, really well. These are, you can see here the ranks: rank third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and eighth. I put 5 in, and I just randomly selected another 5 that were in from the previous game, so they're actually beating me.
So these are just test runs, just for demonstration, or
Yeah, so I just minted a few extra NFTs at the start. So there's 200 participating NFTs. They were minted already. So
Mhm.
I minted an extra 5 just for the demo game, and then just so I could display this over the next few days.
Gotcha.
But
Yep.
what I also did was I also fired in another 5 from season 1, just to keep. That's what I'm saying. Look, this portfolio has been tracked from season 1. So this was a live player during season 1. So they started with 10. This actually started with 10,000 die in November. So I mean, since November, it's only up 24%.
Mhm.
You know. Okay, we've got a Drock is asking in the chat how long will the rounds? How long are the rounds? So for Taurus Titans, no matter how many, well, again, if we sell out enough people, we'll run four rounds over 4 weeks. So each round will be 1 week. If there ends up with a lot less, which I really hope it doesn't, because we've really got something really cool here for people to play. Hopefully, we get a rush of entries towards the end of the week. But we can shorten it a little bit if needs be. There's tweaks can be made. The prize pool. If we even quickly look at the distribution. So if we get 200 players, it will be the top 30 that win, and this will be the ratio. So the top player will get 20% of the prize pool. Second place will get 12, and all the way down, you can see here the sliding scale of what you will earn if you place in the top 30. But if we only get 100 players, we will halve the ratio. So it'll be the top 15. Top 15 will get paid out. So this ideally will not need tweaked, but we can make it a little bit more adaptable to the final number. Now we are going to shut this thing for entries on Sunday, regardless, and plan from there. The good thing about this is that Trade Brawl and Pulse Wars, we can run multiple games from multiple different communities, and that was the whole point in the rebrand from Pulse Wars to Trade Brawl. So if you haven't got your ETH in, go to Titan X Hub, click through the How to Play section at the bottom, and from there you just follow the instructions, send your funds to the safe wallet, and you'll get airdropped your entry NFT. And just keep an eye. I'll be covered in the Taurus Telegram. I'll be covering in the Trade Brawl Telegram. And we're going to be streaming here probably every Monday, Tuesday, and then some Thursdays as well. So especially when the games are live, we'll be streaming definitely every Thursday as well. So we're here for the bull run. We're going to work hard. We're going to be here promoting everything that we're involved in Pulsechain and Titan X. Cool. I'll jump in this week. Good man, Drock. Get your ETH in. Remember, there's no benefit to being early, but the earlier you're in and people are in. Well, here's the thing as well. It's fucking costing me money to mint. Today, I only done one creation. I was hoping that I would have 10 people entering every day, and I'd be able to do 0.275 ETH creation, and then the gas fee on that is the same as a gas fee on a $100 creation. So we need more people in. I'm spending all my fucking ETH creating this prize pool. You know how that goes, Rich.
Right.
You're creating stuff for the community, it ends up costing you money.
Yeah, they say, look at this guy over there spending his money like it's fool. Everybody sits back and complains, but they're doing nothing.
Yeah, I know. I'm here streaming, working, spending money to create stuff for the ecosystem. We talked about it last night about how awesome the marketing of this thing could be. We've got it, whatever it may be. How many people are left in Titan X? But yeah, 200, 20 grand into this game, 20 grand from the whole Titan X community, we could create a potential multi-million-dollar prize pool. And I'm sitting here streaming 3 nights a week, and we've got 6 entries. Where are you all at? Help me help our bags.
Yeah. So I just thought of something. Let me see. Go to the dune chart real quick. The dune for Taurus.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I go through Taurus search June. Let's copy this. What are we sharing this one? Talk to me, Rich. What do you want to see?
So I just thought to look at the holders or the creations or stakes or whatever. So there's 1,300 creations. There's 133 stakes. 85 liquid holders. So I would think if you in Taurus, you're going to have at least one token. So if we got 85 holders in Taurus, you got 200 tickets in the contest. You could see a 2x increase on Taurus holders, but that's probably not accurate because a lot of the people in Taurus would be the ones, hopefully, being the ones supporting this because this is going to boost your own bags in Taurus. This is why I don't understand why everyone in Taurus should already be in here.
I know it's like okay, uh, community screaming out for marketing. All right, there's different types of marketing, but how awesome! Look at these bam burns. Bam burns sit there. Nobody can do anything with them. This prize pool could be multi millions of dollars. It's going straight back into user hands.
To me, this is amazing. Really, I mean, for $100 chance, you you could set yourself up for a nice prize here, and this helps get things going. I mean, if Taurus took in almost 3 trillion Titan X with 85 holders, what could it do with triple that? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's insane. Some of that's what the first thing we looked at was some of the stats and the amount of money that's built up behind the system in the BAM burns, the BAM builds, the fractal. There's a big chunk of money already built up behind this thing.
yeah, scroll up a little. Is that 2.83 or 93? 93. We're about to eclipse 3 trillion.
Yes.
That's 19 days. Folks, that's what we needed. We just need to keep this momentum going and pull more Titan X in, and then that'll lift the price up, new floor level. That's kind of the way I see it. I don't know. I know you got traders. Traders are scalping, making trades at the bottom, but sooner or later, if this takes in more Titan X, you would leave those traders behind at some point.
Yeah, actually, I wonder can I quickly show this as well because I took a screenshot last night. All right, so we had this was the prize pool yesterday. Now Taurus was, bear in mind, Taurus was sitting. I can't even think what's the Taurus price at the minute? 849, sitting at 849. Let's see what it was yesterday. Taurus.
It was 10, 20.
That's insane. It's had this red candle since we were looking at the prize pool last night. So I'm sorry you can't see that. It's in the wrong screen. Anyway, it's had a pullback today from over $10 to what's that, 850. The
Mhm.
prize pool. Where the fuck that go? There's there. So yesterday we had this 6 registrations. There was this sitting yesterday. There was one more $100 creation added to this. The sixth person was in. Their ETH was in. So yeah, we've already with one more creation, we've jumped from, and a whatever it is, 10-15% price reduction. The prize pool has went up whatever it is about $500. So
Mhm.
it just shows how much this thing could actually grow. If it's grown, it started off the first day minted, it was $500. You know, it's only whatever it is for 4 days in, um, and yeah, growing pretty healthily every single day, and don't see any reason why that won't just continue. So anyway, all right, enough of that. Anything you want to chat about, Rich, before we start wrapping up?
Uh, no, not at the moment. My mind is clear. Just what we were talking about.
MBS Crypt. Good morning, legends. Keep up the great work, Ali. Respect. Thanks very much for tuning in again. The start of the stream, MBS, we were covering a lot of stuff on the Titan X, all the Titan X coins. A lot of the founders and community members have been bridging over their Titan X coins to build liquidity pools on Ethereum. Actually, I have a stream with Matt from the Power City. I'm doing a stream with Matt from the Power City team tomorrow. I think it's during the day UK time. So keep your eyes out for that one. Some alpha definitely coming, and more crossover between the Hex and Pulse, or the Hex and Titan Hex Pulsechain and Titan X communities. That's going to be on.
Exico.
Yeah, that's going to be on. That's going to be on my channel and the Power City channel tomorrow during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We'll start wrapping up then. Let's see. Get rid of this. All right, we covered quite a lot there actually. In the R, Taurus Titans, get your ETH in. If you haven't had a look at Smoke, go and have a look at Smoke. Morpheus has got the bridge on the website to get your Titan X coins over. If you haven't used the bridge is sitting there on the Morpheus.win site. And go and have a look around. Rich, is there anywhere people can go to easily see all the liquidity pools? I know if you go to Dex Screener, for instance, just even type in Titan X, it will bring up and it will search and find you in Dex Screener the Pulse Chain liquidity pools. But do we even have anywhere in the ecosystem yet that people can go to see any like a list of the build on Titan X coins that are already on Pulse Chain?
So, unfortunately, the Titan X Hub only shows what's in your wallet
Yeah.
for the Pulse Chain tokens like that. So we don't have that yet. What I was hoping to do at some point is have a page built that just monitors the proxy contract for the bridge so that we see all Titan X tokens over on Pulse Chain. But we don't have that yet. So what we could do, the only other thing close to that is the Dex Screener saved list that I have, because every token that I created, every token that I bridged to Pulse Chain, I created a pair with so I can get it live on the Dex Screener. And I made a couple small transactions to get them to come live. So I saved those to a list. There's probably 40 something of them, but that's just my Dex Screener saved list. I mean, I'm willing to share it. Anybody.
Yeah,
But
just
other than that, I don't know what else yet.
Yeah, just you mentioning about this is some of the pools that I have on the build on Titan X coins pooled with other coins over on Pulse Chain. Titan again, Mike Dean, the fucking stalwart of the Titan X ecosystem. He has a section where it'll just in your portfolio, it'll show you some of the positions. Real handy fucking tool.
I think he's real busy. Mike Dean's real busy. He's always working. But I think this is a really simple thing that he could add, possibly if he's interested. But he could look at that proxy contract for the bridge and see all Titan X tokens there. And you don't need to see who's got them. You just need to see how much is over there.
Yeah. So, and then again, the idea behind a lot of this was, especially me and you at the start here, Rich, was to take some of the coins that we like and throw them over there. And at least then it's easy. The ratios are set. The pools are already created. So anybody coming along behind us can, there's a crazy, we're not the only people that have done this. So there's a crazy, you pretty much could probably go and, maybe not all the coins, but pretty much any build on Titan X coin. If you go over and look for it with a wrap pulse pair or something like Teddy Bear or Pulse Wrap Bitcoin, you're going to probably find quite a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, what I tried to do when I started was to bring something people were used to seeing already on ETH like a natural pairing. Like if it was Volt, it had Eden and Lotus. If it was Dragon X, it had Hydra, um, Morpheus, it had whatever. So I tried to keep those pairings that people could relate to, and then thinking that others would come in and add to those pools, and then you'd have the same leverage situation there that you have on ETH. And then if we could get the Titan X and Dragon X and Volt pools built real big on Pulsechain, then we start pairing those with Pulsechain and Hex and some of your core tokens over there, some of your maybe a speculative plays, and then that now we bonded. Now we're gonna run when Pulsechain runs.
Yep, and I do think more and more people will catch on. Look, again, I think a lot of the ecosystem is still pretty quiet until Taurus kicked off. Whatever it is, nearly 3 weeks ago, everything was still pretty damn quiet in the in Titan X. So I definitely think as we get a little bit of momentum, we're going to see a hell of a lot more of this happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
it's good to see. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So look, we'll be back again on Thursday. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be on with Matt from the Power City team tomorrow during the day, UK time. In fact, I'm going to take a night off tomorrow night. No, Thursday. Yeah, I think I'll leave Thursday night and just stream next week. No, actually, fuck it. We've got to keep the momentum for Taurus Titans. Even if you fuckers are making it hard work for me, I'm going to keep turning up. I'll be here on Thursday night, promoting Taurus Titans again until this thing closes on Sunday. So if you haven't got your ETH in, get it in. But yeah, cheers for coming up tonight, Rich. It's great to get a look through, smoke and chat about all the things you've got going on. Everybody that tuned in tonight, thanks very much for showing up. If you don't tune in tomorrow, I'll see you again on Thursday.
All right. See you guys.
Titan Blaze, the OG we cheer, paying Ethereum dividends, the future's here. 288 days, the cycle's our quest. Ticket holder shine, we're the best. Countdown's close, just a few days to glow. Titan Blaze stakers, let's steal the show. Ethereum dividends flow, our hearts ignite. United we stake in the starry night. 87% the finish line calls. Blaze tokens staked, we break down walls. OG legacy shines, rewards take flight. Together we claim our cosmic might. Titan Blaze, our journey's the key. With every stake token, we're wild and free. 288 days, our future's in view. Stakers united, we see it through.